Hello everyone, this is your host Lizzabitty. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel today for this video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. So I know it's been a long time since I have actually sat and discussed and talked to you with some content. So I want to start chronicling my journey to basically live away from the United States indefinitely. And so you will see a series of videos that would come out each week with different topics about that. So today's topic is basically, what does repatriation mean for me? So first, let's define repatriation. It's basically saying that a person is going to return to their own country. Now, you say, well, Elizabeth, how are you going to return to your own country? You're an American citizen. Yes, I am, born and raised. However, my ancestors were a part of the transatlantic slave. It's a hard topic. Transatlantic slave trade, okay? So in that, there's also an additional topic. It is called the word diaspora. The meaning of diaspora is pretty much any group that has been involuntarily dispersed, basically somewhere else. So you can say our ancestors were stolen from their shores and brought to this unknown land to basically work it in servitude. So yes, eventually I'm going to make it full time. Now, as I do the chronicling of this, the different topics would talk about timelines, how am I going to live, all of this good stuff. And I know that people are probably saying, well, this seems to be all the rage right now. Well, some of us have actually been planning this for some time. It's just that we're at the final stage where it's almost, as they say, go time. So what we're going to be doing, again, as I said, we're going to be chronicling that for me personally. So for me, repatriation means a lot. When I completed my graduate school degree, I went to a very small sub-Saharan country called, Malawi. And Malawi is very, very small. They have Lake Malawi, which is very, very beautiful. And I did some work there. What I found was a lot of hypocrisy from Western countries vis-a-vis my own. Of course, I used to journal my routine and a lot of things that made me disheartened. And I eventually left there abruptly. I left there abruptly because, one, there were things going on that as a young person, I didn't know how to handle. Now, as a seasoned person, I know how to handle those situations. It would be vastly different for me if I was at that time, the age that I am now. I would know how to deal with some of the challenges or just some of the things that I came face to face with. So as a young person, I was not able to cope. And of course, that caused my imminent return to be quick. And I was not there as long as I would have liked to have been. And yes, I decided at that time, even before I decided to leave, that, hey, I am going to pretty much live here permanently. Although life ended up taking me to a place that I didn't think it would take me. And so here I am, almost 20 years later, and I'm doing this. So for me, this has been a long journey. Life veered me from my original square. Well, I'm back on my square now. So for me, repatriation, one, means giving back to my community outside of the U.S. community. Number two, It means forging new relationships with people who look like me. Number 3, it means waking up every day to all of these beautiful black people. Number 4, it means not having to worry about the police. Okay? Number 5, it means freedom. So freedom means different things to different people. I want to be free from the rat race of the US. So whatever that entails, that's what my freedom is. And I'm sure that some of you all out there understand what I mean. I kind of been desensitized from social media. Like, I don't do these postings and things like I used to do. I have just said, okay, I am cut off indefinitely from this. So I post every so often. I feel like it's a chore. I don't want to be tied down like that anymore, you know. I may look around at things, but I'm not commenting, engaging, and all of that. I mean, I recognize this is the wave of the future. However, I miss a lot of things in terms of normalcy. I miss, especially being home. I don't want to talk about my life here in Dubai, but being at home, the social interactions that we grew up with, social media has taken over that. This is why our children are struggling with basic social norms, because the internet and all of these apps and all of this Snapchat and this and that and TikTok, it is really taking over how we socialize with one another. And with that also comes issue with conflict resolution, being able to talk something out with someone who you're having a disagreement with versus reading comments, and then your language is getting warped, whereas it may be brusque and then it's not. So I find myself deciding it's time. So I'm going to begin my journey, and I'm so looking forward to it. I am so elated, okay? So you may be asking yourself, well, what does your friends and family think? I have a very small family. They have no opinions about how I live my life. I live my life on Liz's own terms, okay? I don't care what people think. I live my life my way, all right? So I don't know. I haven't even shared it. Why? I'm an adult. I'm a grown woman. So there you go. I have always been a different, unique, eclectic person. So people, when they do find out, or the few that do subscribe to this small YouTube channel, they won't be surprised at all, just because of my personality and how I've moved throughout my life. So that's what repatriation means to me. I am going to get a sense. The most important thing is my own personal sense of freedom. So please stay tuned to the channel, because I am going to be uploading more frequently with some new content, and I hope that you all like this. So I dare to say, please like, share, and subscribe. This is your girl, Lizzabitty, from Dubai, over and out.